Okay, hello card lovers. Today we're going to be opening up a 1989 Donruss box, wax box. Well, there will be 36 packs in here, and I believe we've got 15 cards per pack. This set is officially 30 years old, which is the last time I was actually collecting, which was when I was in college. So looking at the rookies that we're going to be looking for, obviously King Griffey Jr. We also have several that are in this 660 card base set, which we'll be looking for, which is Randy Johnson, which has been one I've been looking for since I've started collecting again. I've been able to find his Topps version, but I have not been able to find this one. I know that I could go on eBay and find this pretty cheap, but it'd be kind of cool to find it in a break. So some other rookies of note: we've got Sandy Alomar Jr., Gary Sheffield, talked about Ken Griffey, Randy Johnson. We also have some other ones that some 90s fans would recognize, like Mark Lemke for the Braves, Keith Brown, and Jose Bautista, as well as the infamous Chris Sabo with the glasses. So there are several Hall of Fame rookies in here that we're going to be looking for. And then also, when we start looking through the set, there's also a Curt Schilling rookie card that's in this one as well, which is a good one to find. I think he'll ultimately be a Hall of Famer at some point. But the other cards that I want to be looking for that I've never seen before in my collecting are these Grand Slammer checklist cards. There's 12 of those in the set and as inserts, and I think this was kind of one of the beginnings of the different types of inserts Donruss have, besides the MVP and the Diamond Kings. I also have a bonus card that can be found, which is Jose Canseco, which that would be his, from a Donruss standpoint, that'll be his third year cards. It's his rookie cards in '86 Donruss. So with that being said, let's get these guys open and see what we can find. Looking at the box, obviously the one I got off of eBay was pretty cheap, as you can see. The box itself is pretty bad shape, but I'm not really caring about the box at this point. I'm doing it more for the fun of opening this up. I was interested in looking at the condition of the packs themselves, and they look pretty good. They're pretty crisp. We do have some coming apart a little bit here. I don't know if that's from wear or these have been searched. Hopefully not, but of course these are. It's not. This set is not worth finding a certified set that it's been shrink wrapped and hasn't been searched, so didn't want to pay the money for that. So let's get going and see what we find here. These also have the puzzle piece. I believe this is the Warren Spahn puzzle. I'm not going to go through here and name all the players that we have on here. I will stop on ones that are interesting to me and or Hall of Famers, and I may have to come back and actually check some that I missed. There's Luis Medina, one of the rated rookie cards right off the bat. Paul Malter, Hall of Fame. Dave Winfield, Hall of Fame, MVP card. Looking at the backs of these cards, I always thought the backs for these were pretty cool. Gold/orange top tint, and always liked the years that Donruss would put on there as far as their career. Infamous Johnny Ray, who is on the Barry Bonds era card on the A7 opening set, which is put his picture on there instead of Barry Bonds, which would be a good one to find, considering those things go for about $1,000 a piece. Vince Coleman. Will Clark, MVP. Ken Caminiti. Jack McDowell. He was a good player back in the day when I was actually watching baseball back in those days. Tom Gordon rookie card. Pretty benign set so far. Not a whole lot of Hall of Famers yet, or the cards they're really looking for. I do have a King Griffey card already, but it'd be nice to get another one. I do not have that Randy Johnson. Is kind of the one main reason why I bought this one. Bobby Bonilla, big star at the time, the infamous checklist. Tom Glavine, that's his second year card. Lenny Dykstra, famous Mets player back in the 80s. Felix Jose rookie card. A nice Cal Ripken MVP card. Anytime you pull anything Cal Ripken, that's going to have a little bit more value than the normal base or normal commons, obviously. Mike Greenwell, he was a good player back then as well. Steve Bedrosian. Mickey Tettleton. Good thing about these Donruss packs is they don't have gum in them. The gum always drives me nuts when I'm opening up Topps packs. Greg Maddux, Hall of Famer. Willie Randolph, Ivan Calderon, and Paul O'Neill. I always liked Paul O'Neill as well. I'd like to get his 86 Donruss rookie card. Actually, in one of the pharmacy boxes that Eric Jabs always talks about on his channel, I got one of those and ended up having a Paul O'Neill autograph on it, which I thought was kind of odd. I had to go online to make sure it wasn't fake. See Diamond King's Johnny Ray on the back. Chris Carpenter rookie card. David Cone. Can't remember which year this is for him. I'm a Yankees fan too, so I usually stop and take a look at the Yankees fans. Ozzie Smith, MVP, Hall of Fame. And Johnny Ray Diamond Kings. Al Lauder. Luis Medina, rookie card, rated rookie. There's an Expo, but not the Expo I'm looking for. There's the Mark Lemke rookie card. Good middle infielder for the Braves for a long time. Vince Coleman Diamond Kings. And Will Clark MVP. Still not the big rookies that I'm looking for yet. It'd be nice to have some of those. Ken Caminiti. I want to say that's his rookie card. I'm not positive though. Another Tom Gordon. Always tend to get Tom Gordon all over the place with these. Not the rated rookies that I'm looking for. Bobby Bonilla, Diamond Kings, checklist. Junior Ortiz, Tom Glavine, Hall of Famer. That is his, I think we've already talked about that. That's his second year card. Felix Jose. Another Cal Ripken MVP card. Yeah, I'm doing this break for me. I'm not doing it based off anybody's buying into or anything. I'm still getting started collecting again, and want to try this out and see how it works out as far as doing this on camera. And the Greg Maddux card. Danny Darwin for the Astros. I must admit my expertise is not baseball, it's more football, but I know more about the baseball cards, and the baseball cards hold more value for obvious reasons. I know the players in baseball, teams. Like I said, I am a Yankees fan. I'm also a Dodgers fan on the National League side. Just became that recently because I wanted to pick me a National League team. And I'm from the Southeast, and everybody are Braves fans here, and don't want to do that. So I've been a Yankees fan for a long time, but I wanted to pick a National League team to pull for, and thought the Dodgers would be a good one to go with. And of course, Yankee fans aren't very fans of the Dodgers, considering they played against them when they were in the National League West for all those years. We're getting some repeats here, which is always a possibility with these 80 sets. Nice to start getting another look at some newer cards that we haven't seen before. Joey Meyer, I haven't seen these. I did see a Julio now lighter, but we didn't see a Julio Franco before. Luis Medina again. Maybe we did see these before because there's David Cone. And here's one that pulled and it was already apart, but surely somebody wouldn't have gone to the trouble of trying to pull cards out of an 89 set. That would have been a lot of wasted effort. Another Ozzie Smith. I mean, we'll have a plethora of those. Another Johnny Ray. I hope there's some Johnny Ray fans. I could sell those too. Getting same old, same old. Start a little more than halfway through. Come on, Randy Johnson. That was the reason I got this thing first place. Carlton Fisk, haven't seen that one before. Diamond Kings. Kirby Puckett. Actually getting some Georgia Brett, getting some Hall of Famers in this one. Andre Dawson, this one's a good pack. Brett Butler. Benito Santiago. Cal Daniels, I believe. No, that's not his. I think his is Mike Schmidt. Billy Hatcher. I tried to look at the rookie listing before I started these, and a couple of them stuck in my mind that were not rated rookies, and latched onto those, but forgot all the other ones I looked at. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Ken Griffey Jr. card. Got these darker borders, so you still see a little bit around here. It's still in good shape. Centering's off just a little bit from left to right. I like that card. That good rated rookie card. No major league stats. They latched onto this one real quick. Like that card. That's a good card. It's still not worth a whole lot, especially not in comparison to his Upper Deck rookie, but I like it, and I will keep it, obviously. Add it to the other one that I have. Give me a grand total of 2. There's another George Brett. Oral Hershiser, he's a pitcher I liked back in the day. The card's got a little wear on the top there, probably from what the machine did to it. I have one of his 85 Topps cards. I'd like to get a 85 Donruss and probably another 85 Topps, but those 85 Donruss boxes are extremely expensive. Alan Trammell Hall of Famer. I bid one on here lately and I was outbid at $130, so just didn't pull the trigger on that one. This one I think I paid with shipping maybe 12 bucks, and that was still probably a little high. Alright, we got our Griffey. Let's get our Randy Johnson so I can be happy. There's what the Warren Spahn puzzle would look like if you put it together. Greg Olson. Haven't seen these guys before. That's a different, oh, I saw that one. That's the Oral Hershiser 59 and counting for his scoreless innings record that he had back in the 80s, which was pretty impressive back in the day. So the previous record for consecutive scoreless innings was 58, set by Dodgers Don Drysdale. And that was, that was a pretty big feat back in the day. That's a cool card. I like that. Ruben Sierra, another Greg Olson rated rookie. And there's another one of those. Cool. Got two of them. And the same pack, no less. Cool insert card. Alright, Randy Johnson. Come on, baby. There's Kurt Schilling rookie card. That's a good one. A little off center. But the corners look very good. Sides frayed just a hair. Coloring's a little dull, but my other coloring on my other one looks kind of dull too, so it's probably just the way it was printed. Yeah, I think he's going to get in the Hall of Fame at some point. I think his political, Tony Gwynn, Diamond Kings, I think his political musings are playing against him right now. Edgar Martinez, second year card. Or is that his? No, there's an 88. This is his rookie card for that. So that's his second year card. But right behind him is a John Smoltz rookie card. That's a good card. That's a good shape. Maybe off centering a little bit from top to bottom. That's a good looking card too. So we're finally starting to hit some of our rookies that I wanted to get, and I was not expecting to get that Oral Hershiser insert, which is cool. I've never seen that before. It'd be kind of cool if we got some of those other inserts that we looked at before we got started. That I've never seen, the home run ones. Dante Bichette, that's his rookie card. Kevin Brown, I believe that's his rookie card for the Rangers. I believe so. Oh, Jose Canseco insert, the 40-40 Club. That's a cool card. First player to ever reach 40 home runs and 40 stolen bases in a season. Made him a very, very popular guy back in the day. It was really cool when he did the 30-30, but when he did 40-40, of course, you know, everybody questions whether or not it was the steroids that contributed to it, but nonetheless, he still had to do it. The steroids can only get you so far. Doubt he will ever make it in the Hall of Fame just because of the number of people bridges he burned down en route to writing the book and everything about the steroid epidemic and everything. He did play a long time. Dave Henderson. Alex Sanchez, rated rookie. Harold Perry. It's a long time since I've seen that name. Yeah, this was really kind of the start of the Braves dynasty. Not that they actually did anything in '89, I don't believe, but they had I mean, there's some core players in here with Glavin and Smoltz, and I think Steve Avery's in next year's set. And there's infamous Steve Sabo, Chris Sabo glasses, Diamond Kings. But this was kind of the start of the Braves. And Terry Pendleton came over, and Sid Breen from the Pirates, and they had a good core bunch of players. And then, of course, Bobby Cox, Hall of Fame manager. Pete Harnish, red card. Poor Tracy looks like he needs to go to the bathroom. And back in the 80s, I tended to like the A's just because of McGuire and Jose Canseco, so I kind of followed them a little bit. Walt Weiss, those guys. Wally Joyner, MVP. Craig Biggio, that's his rookie card. That's a good looking card. All off center. Nothing major though. Get the Hall of Fame rookie card there. Darren Dalton. Yeah, I saw him in another one. He's supposed to be a rookie in. Been looking at several 80 sets to see if I want to spend money to get them. My top one I'd like to get is an 86 because that's got the Jose Canseco rookie card in there, obviously. And Fred McGriff, another guy who came over to the Braves. Cecil Fielder's in that one, but primarily for that cheesy mustache looking Jose Canseco rookie card that I lusted over when I was collecting back in the day. Now, granted, it's a lot cheaper than it was then, but it's still not cheap now. I mean, I thought when I got back into collecting about 6 months ago, I could go pick me one up for a couple of dollars or something like that. On eBay, I watch them, and it's rare that you see one that's sold for less than $10, which is kind of fascinating to me. I think it's just the popularity of then carrying over to now and people still being a fan of his. Another Pete Harnish. This is a repeat pack. There's the Tracy Jones, I've got to go to the bathroom card. So we're getting close to the end here. Still no Randy Johnson. If I get through all these packs and I don't have Randy Johnson, I guess I'm just going to bite the bullet and buy one. Because I don't think I'm buying another pack of these just to look for him. But I'm giving up too soon. I don't need to give up quite yet. We still have a little bit to go. Another Craig Biggio rookie card. That's good. Of course, I think that'll be my fourth one that I have. I need to have 4 of other ones besides that. Another Mark Lemke rookie card. Looks like we have 5 packs left, 6 packs left. Oh, Randy Johnson. Where be you, buddy? Old Ken Boyd, one of the best baseball names ever. Brady Anderson. When I was a kid and was collecting these, and first time I came across Old Ken Boyd, I was like, how could that guy not be a star? So I was trying to pick up every one of his cards that I could find, put them in the binders and everything, and he was just one of those journeyman pitchers. Bruce Benedict. That's interesting. Rare on these that you actually find one that's upside down. Kind of gives you pause when you see that. When I say pause, that usually means, sometimes it can mean that pack's been searched and replaced with a bunch of garbage commons. But considering we found the Ken Griffey, I'm guessing that was not the case with this box. Of course, because that would have been the first one that would have been picked out. Greg Jeffries, huge rookie star back in the day. I mean, he played for a while, but really didn't pan out to expectations. Doc Gooden, I picked up one of his rookie cards not too long ago. Sid Bream, who I talked about. This was right before he went to the Braves. The slowest base runner alive. I think the highlight of him being the Pirates on the National League Championship Series. Looks like he's running in slow motion every time, but it's actually full speed for him. Paul Mulder, Hall of Fame rookie MVP card. There's Terry Penwell. We talked about him a little bit earlier. Robin Yount. Picked up one of his rookie cards not too long ago. Still no Randy Johnson. We got 2 packs left. Come on, save me that $2 eBay purchase. Eric Hansen, haven't seen him, so maybe he's in here somewhere. Wild Thing, Mitch Williams. Hubie Brooks. Bo Jackson, that's a good one. And I live in Alabama and I'm a Bama fan, but I am still a huge Bo Jackson fan. Not just because he's probably the best athlete this state's ever produced, but this guy is a super, super nice guy. If you ever meet him in a pro event or something like that, met him at a Pro-Am golf tournament, and he could not be any nicer. It's hard not to pull for a guy like this. Guy never got in any trouble or anything. He just had some bad luck. If he hadn't had that hip problem, he would have probably been one of the best athletes to ever play any professional sport. Darryl Strawberry. And our last pack. Come on, Randy. Are you going to give me some last pack magic in here? It's not looking like it. Candy Manawano, Bob Walk, Rick Sutcliffe, haven't seen him before, Bob Ojeda, and Tony Fernandez. So no Randy Johnson. But we got a Kurt Schilling, another Griffey Jr., these cool insert cards for Hershiser, got a Smoltz insert card for Jose Canseco 40/40, and then 2 Biggio cards on sale already, rookie ones. So anyway, that's my video for the 89 Donruss. If you like it, please like it and subscribe to my channel, and I'd greatly appreciate it. Until next time.